right through the very heart of it.
Hello guys, I'm Zamics, and today I'm with a good old friend of mine who's been playing Battlefield 3 with me for quite a while now. So for this video I've collected some questions together that we are going to be answering and discussing. And hopefully you can agree with us, argue on some points, whatever you want to do in the comment section below. But you can do that after this video. Anyway, so let's go on to our first question we have, which is, what are you looking forward to most in Battlefield 4?
I don't know. I'm definitely looking forward to the increased destruction that they're going to be adding in Battlefield 4 and kind of just immersing me more into the Battlefield. I don't know. What about you?
Yeah, I definitely was looking forward to the destruction. I remember in Battlefield Bad Company 2, you could practically bring the whole, like,
buildings
all
and
buildings
stuff
down. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. I was definitely disappointed with the destruction in Battlefield 3 because I've been playing the, Bad Company 1, Bad Company 2, and even Battlefield 1943. I've been playing all those for a long time now, and they definitely kind of went back on that destruction. But I think that's definitely something they're going to be able to improve in this in Battlefield 4.
Yeah, it does sound like that. They've been talking about how they wanted all the destruction. Like they were saying how they weren't able to take full advantage of Battlefield 3's Frostbite engine due to, like, it was new to them and they were just sort of getting used to it. This was sort of almost their test game. Quite a successful game at that. Funny, because our next question was, what do you think of the new Levolution, which is their term for this?
Yeah, the Levolution I'm definitely excited about, especially with the, I don't know if anybody, for those who have watched the live streams that came out of E3, with that, the giant skyscraper just crashing down to the water, that definitely is going to change the battlefield in different ways, such as, like, the dust is going to make it hard for snipers to see long distances, and the helicopter pilots, and other things like, the car alarms and the store alarms going off like that. It's all going to just, add these different elements to how the games are going to be played, and it's definitely going to make the games each time going to be different. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same every time you play that level, which is definitely going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that as well. I do like how you can change the map, like, you can sure destroy things, but, like, being able to really make significant changes in the map and changing how the whole feel of the area will change. I mean, like, there was only one only one map in Battlefield where it felt like you could really change it. That was in the first MCOMs on the desert sort of map on the latest map pack they had. You could take out all the buildings, and then there was no way to get to the objective, and everyone did not like that.
Yeah, and definitely, like, the Levolution, for example, in Battlefield 3, if you actually included it, or what I would classify as Levolution in Battlefield 3 is pretty much only, like, if you knock down a building with a tank, all it would do is crush the building, and pretty much would just prevent the people from hiding inside the building effectively. And I think that's definitely going to be notched up to, like in the level that were shown in the live streams. It pretty much changes the map from a nice city landscape to pretty much one of the aftermath maps, for example.
Yeah, that definitely is what I'm going to look forward to. Just being able to see a totally different map.
Yeah, and also, one thing, and also the fact that you can actually make that building fall yourself. That's not something that happens at the end of the game like in Caspian Border with the radio tower. Yeah. That's something that an actual player can do themselves, and that's really something that I appreciate with how they did that.
It seemed like, I may be wrong about this, but were the tanks firing at the building? Is that what was going on?
Yeah, there's I believe there's four distinct pillars that you have to hit, either with C4, with tank shells, or with, I think, missiles or rocket launchers, whatever, that you can hit, and then once those give away, then the building falls down.
Yeah. One thing that I found was going to be weird is coming up the elevator. If that's, like, the only way up there other than, like, dropping in from helicopters, you can totally camp the elevators as people are coming up it.
That's definitely going to be I think that's definitely going to add some opportunities for people that are going to be camping and trolling. But I think there's going to be ways to get around it, hopefully.
Yeah. Alright, so our next question. Is there anything that hasn't been announced but you hope will end up in Battlefield 4 anyway?
I'm definitely hoping that they give us some good large maps because I like sniping a lot, so having some nice not open, but maps that are expansive. I'm looking forward to their announcement with the new maps that they're going to come out with, the expansion packs, and also with some of the vehicles that are going to be included in the other maps. Because what they announced already is a lot, but definitely some of those things are going to be interesting to see what they come up with vehicles like that.
When I'm looking, like, if you remember maps like 64-man on like North Shore Canals or whatever, you have a distinct front lines. You can always find that. There's two sides to the map, but since it's so close quarters, you can it becomes and this doesn't happen with like the 24-man servers where people can go behind enemy lines like a piece of cake. On 64-man, going behind enemy lines is damn near impossible. So you have those fronts, and what I'm looking forward to is a longer map that's narrow, but like no more narrow than North Shore Canals and how big that map is. And that way you can have intense firefights, but you might have like an MCOM or something to give it more of an objective. Because I love that close team deathmatch feeling, but the conquest thing that they added, I don't think that really worked out quite as well as I wanted it to. I wanted to have two distinct sides that are fighting and pushing the line back and forth. You get a lot of that in Planetside 2. Like, you're looking forward to those big battles. I want to see some of that.
Definitely. That's one thing that you definitely see is different between war in real life and war in video games. Is that in real life you have these distinct battle lines where people are sitting and shooting at the enemy and having these intense firefights. But in video games, every person pretty much has their own way to deal with the obstacles and with the enemies on the battlefield. So they definitely you don't have these intense, this you can't get past here because you're going to get killed. You have to fight from here with all the rest of your team and defend your side where you don't get overtaken. I think that's definitely something which is going to add a whole new opportunity for the console players now with the PS4 and Xbox One. They're going to be able to have 64-player servers and experience that also.
Yeah, definitely agreed. Alright, so my next question is, are there any new guns you hope they will add or looking forward to?
I am definitely looking forward to what they're going to give us that has to do with the recon class. I'm definitely my favorite class in the game, which I don't hear a lot of people say, but it's definitely mine is recon. I hope they give us some really good snipers. I heard there was going to be a 50 cal.
That's right.
Sniper on the map somewhere. So if they give us some good snipers, that would definitely make me happy.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the 50 cal. I don't know how many of you guys played the game. What's it called? Medal of Honor.
Fuck out! Close the door. I'm serious.
So in Medal of Honor, they had a 50 cal that would be one at kill. It was a TAC 50, if I remember correctly. And everyone used that gun. And I remember, like, having to get headshots at close range and all that. It just, you can get some pretty cool, like, gameplay with it. But, in terms of how much fun you'll be having, I do wish that it was more of, like, maybe not leg shots or arm shots, but body shots, even at long range, I think should down.
They need to handle the sniping realistically.
Yeah. I mean, they don't like handle all the shots realistically because, I mean, take any bullet to the brain and you're dead. But you see a lot of headshots and even with automatics you don't get one at kills, even though in real life you would. But just considering it's a bolt action sniper and they're making it realistic guns, it can be very difficult to get good kills. I mean, like we see people like what's his name? There's some people that do really great montages out there. I'm forgetting the guy's name right now.
Yeah.
I can't believe I am. He plays with Level Cap a lot.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, he does like really well, and everyone looks at him,
Yeah.
and people think like, oh, it's gonna be that easy. But truth is, your average player that's trying to snipe won't be doing that well, like 50% of the time, at least.
That's why I definitely like playing on hardcore, because sniping in core is to get kills, especially from a distance. You need to either take 2 shots on the person, which once you hit the first time, it's pretty much guaranteed they're going to run and hide, or you have to get headshots. I really hope they definitely make core sniping a lot more, definitely, I hope they make it easier for people that are getting into the game and aren't very accurate with their either controller or mouse, where they can get those headshots, you know.
Alright, let's move on to our next question. For what gaming platform will you buy Battlefield 4? I'm getting it for the PC.
Yeah. I'm hoping
that
in the
easy after
future,
all.
within this next year and a half, to get a PC. But I think for this next, I'm definitely going to get a console. I think I'm going to get an Xbox One. For those, everybody has their own consoles that they've been using since they started gaming. And for me, that's been Xbox. So I think as long as Microsoft changes some of their policies, which I think they have, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look into it more. But I think I'm gonna get either the Xbox One or the PS4, because I'm definitely more of a fan of the console controls, which is it's just you could do for PC or console. Either one's fine, and I'm hoping to switch to PC in the future. But for now, I'm gonna stick to console.
Yeah, definitely agreed. I'm sticking with PC due to the fact that I already have a PC, and frankly, I don't really feel like I need to spend that extra $400 on just getting a console.
Yeah.
I'd only be getting Halo 5 out of it, really, and Halo 5 is, I'm honestly not looking too far over to that, so I'm gonna stick with my PC. You'll have some good exclusives here anyway, and we'll see what happens in terms of that.
Yeah, definitely.
The only game that I'm wondering about is Destiny, but that is coming out. It's been confirmed to getting Knife 360 as well. It was knifing him and revived the guy. He got good courtesy. That's alright, our next question is, do you hope they will add the Dino survival mode that has been talked about for so long now, and sadly was not added in the most recent map pack that everyone was looking forward to?
Yeah. Dino mode, jeez, that would be complicated to pull off, where it's a good game mode. But I think if they do pull it off, which if they it would be definitely a lot of fun, because I'm a fan of the zombies in Call of Duty back when I used to play Call of Duty, but well, I don't anymore, but if they can keep it from being too much like the zombies in Call of Duty and make it its own thing, I think it would definitely be a really popular thing. I'm not sure if I have any new news on if they're actually going to do that, or if that's just a random rumor started by somebody. But I think that would definitely be something
Kernels. Cool. I'm definitely, people love survival. Christ, my whole team is filled with kernels, and yet I'm that you top the scoreboard. Don't have that respawn. That you have as long as it's good, you gotta go guns blazing and see how long you can last. That's something of exhilarating that you can't find in Battlefield goal to be better than all the other. I was really hoping they would add a survival game type where you don't respawn. Sometimes I go kill myself. No other point in life.
Like a hardcore.
Yeah, pretty much. I was really hoping they
would
add
killing
that
yourself.
Sadly, they didn't. So seeing that in a survival, it can be very recklessly going with some kind of dinosaur survival. Alright, let's move on. What are some of the announced features of Battlefield 4 that you are looking forward to? We talked about Evolution. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That one's pretty cool. Another cool thing is the use of the iPad.
Yeah, the commander mode. I'm definitely stoked for the commander mode. I'm not sure about the details of how it's going to work. I personally want to be, for console, it's going to be, you get to use a tablet for commander mode. So I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to find a specific game. Say if I have a clan match or something like that, if I'm in a clan and I want to get into that specific game and I want to be commander, how I'm going to be able to search and find my game. Maybe they're going to make that an option. But definitely commander mode is going to be really awesome. And also, I'm looking forward to for snipers the rangefinder and the scope, so you can actually zoom in and zoom out. It's not just a set zoom.
That's definitely going to be useful, because you always like have that 8x zoom, which is a good thing for most battles, but then you eventually get that guy who's really far distance, and you really want that 12x to get rid of him.
Yeah. Which, being able to switch like that on the go,
swap
is going to be definitely a really good feature.
Yeah. Alright, and then our last question, what do you hope they will keep from Battlefield 3? I like
Battlefield 3. Shotgun good. I hope, I think they, I hope they keep just like just how the game plays. It's very smooth, in my opinion. I hope they keep it where it's very, you know, it's muscle memory for me now. And if they can make a game where I sit down and I can play it with the muscle memory I've developed over time, playing Battlefield 3, if I can sit down and play it just like I play Battlefield 3, but they can make it better, I think just having Battlefield 3's
spawn with an enemy, right?
System and making it better, and making it where the players have been in the Battlefield series throughout all the games, be able to sit down and play it just like they've always played it, and just like they've been able to play it for one time. It's going to be definitely a very good thing to bring. You know, and I definitely between Bad Company 1, like the first one, Bad Company 2, there's definitely different mechanics that I don't really like.
Yeah, I didn't play Bad Company 1, but I do know that between Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3, Bad Company 2 did feel a little more blocky. You didn't possibly just weren't able to move around peacefully. I like being able to see your legs. I don't know why, but I just enjoyed that.
Yeah, it wasn't as smooth, and if they can keep the smoothness from Battlefield 3, but just tune it up a little bit, I think that would be golden. Definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Alright. So that's all the questions we're going to answer today, at least in this video. But you're going to level up.
But I got an insane amount of points.
Discuss what features you're looking forward to, answer any of the questions we have here. And be sure to like and subscribe. Check out my channel. Lots of cool videos there that I'm sure maybe some of them may be better than this one even.
It has taken up almost half of my score.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
In terms of
I'd like some food! Some